Fake names for privacy. My fiancé's kids, Courtney, 9F, Lucas, 6M, Eva, 3F, and Sophia, 1F. My nieces and nephews, Jessica, 9F, Sahil, 8M, Soraya, 6F, Hassan, 4M, Rabina, 2F, and Adil, 1M. My sisters' names, Jasmine, 31F, Sunita, 24F. My brother-in-laws, Raza Janda, Jasmine's husband, 35M, and Rishi, Sunita's husband, 24M. My fiancé, Chase, 34M. Last week on Saturday, me, 28F, Chase, my sisters, and their husbands took the kids to the soft play center. Sophia, Rabina, Hassan, Adil, and Eva were with Sunita and Rishi in the babies section supervising the babies and toddlers, while me, Chase, Jasmine, and Raza Janda were sitting on the table supervising the older kids. There was a boy who looked around 8 years old who slapped Soraya. The mom of the boy did not do anything, so Jasmine and Raza Janda asked him to stop, but he didn't stop, and I knew being nice wasn't going to help. But he is a child, so I couldn't scream at him to stop, so I asked him firmly to stop. I firmly had a go at him, and I also had a go at his mom for not doing anything about it. It still continued, and I knew I cannot shout a child, so I decided to report him. They said they couldn't do anything about it, so I told them if they cannot do anything about it, then I will call the police. Jasmine and Raza Janda are on my side, but Chase said didn't want to get involved. The mother got shocked and said that I cannot call the police because he's just a kid and kids fight all the time. She said this is just kid behavior and it is normal. I told her that just because she thinks it's normal doesn't mean it's normal or okay to fight people, and now I want to call social services because I am concerned if she thinks this is normal and she wants to teach her kid that fighting is okay. The mom asked if I was seriously going to ruin her and her kid's life and take her son away from her because she made one bad mistake, which I honestly told her yes, I will. She had a go at me saying this is just kid behavior, kids fighting sometimes is normal, stop overreacting, and he is just a kid being a kid. A kid being violent is not normal, and I am going to call social services because I am concerned that she thinks violence is normal. She tried to lunge at me, but I grabbed both of her arms and I pushed her away. She tried to slap me, but she got separated by another woman with her who told her to leave me, and it was not worth it, and how I was just trying to get to her. She walked off crying and told the other woman saying she can't believe that I was going to call the police just because her son hit another child, and he is just a kid, and he doesn't deserve to get taken away or have his life ruined because of it. The son was crying and begging her to tell the police to not to take him away because he hit a kid and he's sorry, and he said to her that he will not hit a kid again, and begged her to not let the police take him away, and he's sorry. I went to Sunita and Rishi and told them we have to take the kids home early and that a kid assaulted her kid, so I'm calling the police. She looked confused at me, but we exited the soft play. Chase told me, come on Pam, you can't seriously call the cops. He calls the police cops because a kid hit another kid. I know what he did is bad, but isn't that going too far? I told him no, and he assaulted my niece, and the staff didn't do anything about it, so I decided to call the police. Chase said, fine if you insist, but just don't get me involved because I don't want to get involved in this mess, but I still think you took it too far. Then walked back to the car. Courtney, Lucas, and Eva were just talking amongst themselves and to their dad, and Sophia was asleep to notice, but I called the police, explained the situation, and they showed up. First they intervened with me and asked for my side, and another police officer went up to the mother, the woman she was with, and her son. The mom was shocked. She screamed and cried, wow. You really ruined mine and my child's life because he hit your child one time. I corrected her that she was my niece, not my daughter. I can't believe you would ruin KY kids and my life over one fight. And she was crying and begging the police not to take her son away. The son was crying and scared hysterically and begged the police not to take him away, and he said he was sorry and he will not do it again. The police didn't make any arrests, but they said that if they go near me or my niece, then they will get involved and a case will be opened. I mentioned social services earlier. The mother and the kid were crying, but they went back into the car. The mom quickly got out when the police exited the scene and she screamed, I can't believe you ruined my life over one fight. Now social services want to get involved and they might take my kid away. You ruined my life. I told her I am not sorry and no one told her kid to hurt my niece. I also said that if you thought fighting was normal, then I am very concerned for her well-being and think she is an unfit parent. She screamed that I won and asked if I'm happy now. I told her yes, and she tried to slap me, but I grabbed her arm. She managed to slap me with her other hand, but I held her other hand. She bit my ear, and I told her to get off of me, and I didn't regret it because she shouldn't be teaching her child that violence is okay. Courtney, Lucas, Eva, and Sophia looked worried, and tears were pouring down my face. Chase was calming the kids down, and Jasmine pulled the woman's ear and separated her. She told her to control her kid if she didn't want to face legal trouble, and I decided to lock the car and shut my window. Chase told me to ignore the woman and to go home since she isn't worth the drama. I quickly thanked my sister and brother-in-law for dealing with her, and I quickly drove home, and I also took Jessica, Rabina, and Adil, who are Jasmine and Jasmine's husband's kids, home, so they don't get even more frightened. Chase decided to put a movie on for the kids, and I went upstairs. He did ask if I was okay when we entered the car. I called the police about the incident again, and I mentioned the assault. Aitah for getting a woman arrested because her son attacked my niece.